course, you don't always have to be in chill mode, right? You can also be in beast mode, I guess.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Belgian Jasper. If this is your first time in the channel, hit subscribe right now. Laura Guldemond, thank you so much for your time today. And I should say thank you with a big T, because we had to reschedule this last minute because of my mistake. And it's now very late for you. However, I do remember last time we interviewed you, it was also quite late in the day. Are you a night owl? Are you more of a night person than a morning person?
Yeah, I mean, normally I kind of have a crash halfway the day and then I get awake again before I go to sleep. So yeah, it's okay. Every day is different, but today it's okay.
Awesome. The new album is coming out, release day May 5th, so that's coming fast. With Witch of the North, it was a very strong album, and in all aspects, I would say a huge step forward for the band. Does that then also mean that for this new album, you feel a lot of pressure?
I kind of always feel pressure because it's always, you always have to, make a new thing that's good. So
yeah.
I think it's a bit less than the very first one, but it's still there. So.
Yeah. And you're obviously with Napalm Records now, and which Napalm seems to be more and more of a family affair. With bands like Destruction and Feuerschwanz and Nervosa, and it all seems to be one big family. And we also see, obviously, the connections with the bands. Schmier is very involved with you guys in your music videos. We see some familiar faces showing up. Does it really feel that way as well as an artist for you, that it's a big group of friends amongst these bands, or how does it feel?
Yeah, you do see indeed. You do indeed see like a lot of people. You do see the connections indeed. I also see them. It's fun because basically, you do notice that everyone has a good connection with each other.
Yeah.
And this is also chill because the video clip was just a whole chill process, because actually the guys from that video clip company, they actually are friends. They grew up together, and you feel that, right? And we also have a long time of working together with each other. So yeah, it was really, I think, for as far as video clip recordings go, it was the best experience we had until now. Yes.
A best experience, yet most of the band gets brutally tortured in your video of the Dark Tower. Except Jay. Jay somehow seems to be on the evil side of things. Some hidden message there? Like, what do we know?
Yeah, well, she also had red hair, so we were like, yeah, it's red hair. You were also evil.
It was that easy. Okay, Jay's evil. We know it now. Awesome. You said, we're pretty chill and everybody gets along well, and you make it sound so calm. I know that you are, the main lyricist for the band, and then with lyrics of wouldn't it be sometimes, be great to go far back in time when what you would get mad at you can just kill. Well, okay. Yeah. So chill Laura isn't all the time. No, are the others afraid of you?
No. It's well, it is inspired, of course. Yeah, of course you don't always have to be in chill mode, right? You can also be in beast mode, I guess. But luckily, most of the time it's chill mode.
Yeah.
But it was inspired on, the whole team is based on this story around Countess Bathory, and she was the first serial killer ever recorded. So I wanted to have this come back in this song, but it's more like inspired on, because the thought behind it was, if you grow up to be a serial killer, something must have started that maybe. And one of the stories that she grew up in these medieval times where people would be sewn into horses and stuff like that. So she would see that while she was a little girl, and then maybe because of that she started to get crazy. Maybe she already was, I don't know. But I thought it was cool to think of it like, is it really good for for a human being in general. I mean, I know a lot of people just work because they need to, and then you're every time into this. Yeah, a lot of people get burnouts and stuff like that. I don't think it's there's a reason for that, So I wanted to lay the connection between those, but
yeah. Let people let their frustrations come out, if you will.
Let it go. Yes.
There you go. Let it go. Okay. Now you started singing "Let It Go." The band always covers some songs, some classics. We haven't seen you cover any Disney songs just yet, but when we spoke last, which was at your show in Annapolis on your latest North American tour, you told me that you really wanted to cover at some point W.A.S.P, and so now
yes,
we have a W.A.S.P cover. So I assume this is 100% your doing, that you were telling everybody like, hey, it has to be W.A.S.P this time.
Oh, actually, no, really. I was just talking about it with everyone. They were like, hey, but you really into W.A.S.P, so let's do it this time. I was like, hey, that's cool. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, it went like this, but...
Okay.
So they knew, and it fitted. Yeah. He's, of course, it's a shock rock artist. It kind of fits the dark horror vibe we have for this album about the torturing and stuff. And he used to torture some people on stage, like, Yeah. Anyway, so it fits. Yeah.
yeah.
In a way.
When you cover songs that you already liked, bands that you really like, when you actually go through that process of learning the song and recording it and really going into the specifics of it, do you as a fan also get a different appreciation for these songs? Like, are there things you learned about that song that you never knew before you actually had to record it?
Yeah, I noticed basically the melody. Yeah, there's one thing for vocals, obviously, but the melody lines are pretty kind of straightforward, and it's a repetitive song, but he really chooses some really cool moments to do little bends in the a little bit better than that, but little bends in the vocals that really make the song come alive more. And if you would leave them out, which I did during recording, I was like, shit, it's less good. Oh shit, they're the bends, and then it makes a difference. So that's
So now we've struck that from the list. What's next on the wish list for you?
Ooh, what's next? Yeah. It's a hard choice. I'm not sure. Maybe something from Alice Cooper. I think it's fun. He has some fun songs. Or maybe something more typically old school again. Yeah, maybe Diamond Head.
Ooh,
let's see.
Oh, very nice. Now, before we go into like influences and bands like Diamond Head, there are a few of those underground 80s bands that come back when I listen to this album. And Omen, for example, is a band that at least some of has inspired maybe some of you. But before we go there, it's become a bit of a tradition to add a cover song. It's also a little bit of tradition now to have some very hard to understand spoken word at some point. I think it is this time with Evil Witch, one of the standout songs, I would say. Lala's banging those drums like crazy. There is some spoken word at the beginning and the end. Can you share a little bit what's going on?
Yeah, that's Lala performing an evil spell. I really love that intro. It really throws you off guard, right? It's like, oh, what's happening? Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Now,
so
Lala,
it's actually about, so in the story, I thought maybe you want to know. So because all the stories are connected to this countess, and there was one person specifically that helped her, because there were a few people that actually helped her torture. It was kind of sad. Just like okay, we'll join then because you're the boss. Yeah, kind of sad. They were just, I guess, I would, yeah, maybe I would have done the same. If you don't have a choice, either help or die. I don't know, but but she was really getting into it. So she was basically the evil witch, and some people believed her to actually be a witch, and to gather some of those servant girls around in the village, around the castle. Basically to be tortured in the end. So she would hunt you down like a hound. The evil witch. Yeah, that's the story. Yeah.
Lala, I know that she loves more extreme music. She talks about Carcass and Slayer. We get a little bit of Slayer in Dark Tower. That intro vibe has a bit of a Raining Blood kind of vibe to it. Was it like the previous record where you take care of the lyrics and Romana writes all the music, or were more people sharing their influences into the sound of the band?
I mean, we kind of wanted it darker, and to be honest, it was more like a throwback to Hexenhammer. So we also wanted to give the fans something, because we know it's a fan favorite, and we thought, well, if we do the dark stuff again, we want this kind of a song in there. So it's really a conscious choice specifically to that style.
Yeah. You now have, for some time, Courtney of Iron Maidens joining you guys on guitar. She's obviously from the States. You guys were just in the States, but we all know that these American visas are very expensive, so you want to use them as much as you can. So can we keep our fingers crossed for more North American dates to be announced too?
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed. We're working about, talking or thinking about different possibilities now. So West Coast of America is now on the list, on our to-do list, because we went to the East Coast, so next is the West Coast. And we now have a gig in Mexico for a really cool festival, the Horror Fest. It's kind of cool, it fits the vibe of the album too, so it's cool to be able to play there. And then hopefully we can do some more shows in Latin America too, so let's see for that. And then maybe UK, because every time we wanted to play there, something happened with the shows during COVID. So hopefully we can play there a bit more,
Regardless of everything that's going on with Burning Witches, we've obviously seen you as a guest performer as well. For example, the Stand United song by Gomorrah, where you not only sing, but you also take some, fantasy action movie acting skills. Is that something you would love to do more of?
It's fun. It's really fun to do clips. I would love maybe to do something more. Actually, I just joined the local theater group.
Okay.
But I'm not expecting too much of it, because I don't have that much time. I want to focus on music, but it's fun. Yeah, it's definitely fun. And also, recording that clip, I tried to make a little outfit. So that was my it's my B-movie outfit skills. It was awesome. It looks a bit of those old cult movies, a bit like Conan and bullshit, It was fun. Yeah, it was fun to do. And and as a band also, we had so much fun during the recordings of The Dark Tower now, because we were finally... This was the first video clip that all of us did, working together with some actors actually, and they were just fans. And this one guy, he just came in the morning, and we told him, you're the one that's going to be the bad guy. You're going to torture us.
And what was his reaction to that?
Yeah, he had to laugh. It was just such a, chill guy, and not at all this kind of type. But it was funny. Yeah.
I can only imagine that he goes like, what is it about me that you guys think that I torture people, or that I look like somebody that would torture people? But all good.
Yeah,
I remember you guys, I remember you guys posting about the upcoming music video, and that you're just telling people like, hey, you want to be part of it, come out to this place. Well, that's awesome. Well, I mean, the fans obviously it's amazing when the fans can be part of your video. The fans will be also already very happy to participate in the shows that hopefully you will be announcing more shows soon. So to wrap us up, for all the fans watching, we know that you've got the Mexico show. We know that you're planning or hope to plan American dates and UK dates. What else should we know about for both Burning Witches and Lara in 2023?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to play a lot of cool festivals also, like Wacken, the Monsters of Rock Cruise. So as long as we are still in the process of making these tours happen, I would say check out one of those bigger festivals. Maybe come check us there. So if you can't wait, you know, but yeah.
Well, Laura, thank you so much. I'm very excited about this new album coming out. It's heavier, it's faster, it's trashier than what we've seen before, and I think a lot of fans are gonna love it a lot. I think the reactions on the first 2 singles that have been released has been very positive. So it's gonna be an awesome time for all the Burning Witches fans. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it, and I wish you all the best with the release cycle and your first play of your local theater group. And I hope to see you on a stage again soon.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the interview. It was fun. And yeah, see you.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.